boys, we're back. I could not have been more happy watching episode 7. It has to be the best episode of the season, hands down. I might be the only one who cried during it, but I mean, come on, how could you not cry at this scene? This episode was unbelievably good. First off, I'll start with the plot. The plot is basic. It reveals Fizz and who he's working for. He works for this guy called Mammon, who is, how do I put this nicely? Greedy rich bastard who abuses his workers to gain more profit for himself while making them have low self-esteem. Yeah, I think that's close enough. That's basically it, and Fizz every single year has to go to this clown competition where he has to compete to continue being Mammon's second bitch. Asmodeus knows that Mammon is bullshitting him and just abusing him for money gain, and so he calls a blitz to try and also convince Fizz to leave Mammon. And the episode goes through this whole thing of Fizz going to the point of a mental breakdown because he in such denial of the abuse that Mammon is giving him, because he feels that if he does leave, it's the end of his career. I'm not gonna say anything else because go watch the fucking episode. It's so good. This episode, I'm going to say this, and I don't know if this was the actual intent when they were writing this, but I feel like this episode is a complete bust on the YouTube algorithm, because you have Mammon as YouTube getting all the money gain, the competition being the algorithm, where creators have to continuously keep coming up with new stuff and being pressured to be on schedule and stick with their fans and whatever. And then you have Fizz, who is the view of the content creator, who is desperately trying to keep up, suck off, YouTube, just so they can get more views and have their channel grow. And I don't know if, like I said, I don't know if that is the intention, but it's so obvious when you think about it. I love that about this episode. It's just, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of YouTubers, small YouTubers like myself, who are in that situation where they are trying to get big and popular on YouTube. Or at least there are maybe big YouTubers who are still desperately trying to stay relevant with the YouTube algorithm. And I think that it's wonderfully done, where the underlying message is do what you want, people will like you for what you like, you don't have to play the game to continue to be liked. That's a dumbed down version of the message, but it's a very good one, and it's delivered so perfectly. Fizz's mental breakdown is, oh my god, words cannot describe how beautifully scripted this episode is, and there is nowhere you can find any complaints with this episode. Season 2 is turning itself around quickly. We are now 7 episodes, which is past the halfway point of the season, and it's looking good. We've had 2 absolutely amazing episodes. I think the thing that's making these 2 episodes better is Fizzaroli, and I don't mean that because Fizz is better than Stolas or the rest of the main cast. I think it's just the fact that all of season 1 was the main cast and that Blitz and Stolas storyline, and then most of the first half of season 2 was that as well. And I think possibly the writers just got burnt out, and sometimes as a writer you can't just go full at it and continue coming up with idea after idea after idea. You need sometimes to just step away and take a break, and I think that this break where they're going off and exploring other characters is what is actually allowing them to come up with good storylines again. But yeah, other than that, I think that's all I can say for this episode. Go watch it or the deaf kid will be sad.